Everybody, welcome back to Hot Mic. I'm Bill Whittle, and we're speaking with Dr. Joseph Pober, a double certified plastic surgeon from trained at Harvard, and who's the chief of plastic surgery at Hackensack University Medical Center. Dr. Pober saw what happened to one of these Donald Trump supporters in New York City, had his face bashed in with a beer bottle and beaten repeatedly. Dr. Pober, what you've offered to do, which is essentially to treat this person for free, there's a fairly significant price tag attached to that kind of thing if you were to be, if that were to be billable time. What on earth motivated you to do something this generous and decent?
I think we're here to really help each other. When we see something tragic happen and something that changes your whole fabric of thinking, you feel obligated to help. And the way I can help is to do a procedure which would help restore his integrity of his facial features and integrity of his nasal features. So it becomes an obligation on my part. I think we all should try to help each other rather than hurt each other. And once we focus in that direction, we'll be better off for it in this world. So I felt that's the reason my motivation was caring about someone.
That's very beautifully said. Did you or your staff realize that doing this might put you in national news spotlight?
Well, that's not the motivation at all. What it really forced me to move forward was that we have a First Amendment right for freedom of speech, freedom to assemble, and if there's anything that interferes with that, we're disrupting the entire foundation of our democracy. It's fundamental for us to have these rights, and if these rights are violated in any way and we let that go, I think we will shrink back and lose the position we have, and that's a horrendous thing for me to contemplate, because I couldn't imagine this ever happening in America. And if this is where we're moving, I think it's important to help those who've been hurt this way and let the world know that we support our democracy, and we feel that our First Amendment rights are something we should support and never have violated.
I'm almost completely out of time, but last question for you, Dr. Pober. You strike me as the kind of man who would have made this offer if the situation had been reversed, if it had been a left-wing person who'd been beaten in the face with a beer mug by right-wingers. It strikes me that you would be the kind of person who'd extend that offer as well if that person didn't have the means to take care of themselves. You say that's fair?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we all need someone to protect themselves. If they're expressing their views that might be in violation of what I may feel, or I don't feel comfortable with that, I think that viewpoint should be allowed and something we should have the ability to do. Our ability to express ourselves, whatever it might be, I think is critical to the foundation of our democratic way of thinking. So I think that's an important thing we should all support.
Well, you are not only an extraordinary surgeon, sir, you strike me as an extraordinary citizen, and it's an actual pleasure to speak to you today. Thank you very much for joining us.
Well, my pleasure as well. Thank you very much for having me.
Mm-hmm. That'll do it for the Violent Left edition on Thursday of the Hot Mic Show. Dana Lash will be on Tucker Carlson tonight on Fox News. You can see the time right there. This story is getting bigger and bigger, and it's a pleasure to be a small part of it. Again, I'm Bill Whittle. Thanks for joining us. We will see you again on Monday of next week. This is Hot Mic on NRATV.